have a little moment. Hi, and welcome to another edition of the Vegan Boomer Babe. My name is Sherry, and I am here to show you something that I make for breakfast very often. We have lovingly come to call them just egg doobies. What can I say? We're old hippies. So anyway, we're going to get started today. They are very lots of spinach in these. I'm going to use this whole box of spinach, and this is going to make 4 egg wrap sandwiches. So I have, my pan is heating, and I have about, maybe a teaspoon of butter, of Earth Balance. I have a very hot pan here, so I'm gonna just go ahead and put my spinach in here. You know, I have trouble when I start preheating this pan. I just have a little trouble with it. So what I'm going to do with this spinach, actually this will speed up the spinach process for sure. I'm going to add to the spinach a tablespoon of garlic powder. So I'm going to sprinkle a little bit on now. I'm going to put a little bit of pepper. And I'm going to put a little bit more spinach on top. And then I'm going to put a little bit more of the garlic powder and a little pepper. I'm not adding any salt because I think the Just Egg, which is made from mung beans. Sorry, have a little moment. So anyway, I'm going to put all of this spinach in here, and it will cook down. And again, like I said, I like to make these, this will make 4 egg wraps. So, or doobs. I'm going to just stir this around, add a little bit more pepper on top of this, and I'm going to just let this cook down. Okay, so our spinach is pretty wilted, and I have 1 bottle of Just Egg, and I shook it real well. I'm going to pour this over the spinach. So you certainly do get your greens when you make this for breakfast. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to just cook this up just a little bit and get those eggs, and spinach with that tablespoon of garlic all mixed in together. And then I'm going to use tortillas to wrap them up, thus the doob name. So I'm using today La Tortilla Factory Power Green wraps, my very favorite. I don't know if they are available everywhere, but they are really good. And I'm going to, as I roll these up, I'm going to add a little bit of, I don't have my Mayokos pepper jack cheese anymore. As I mentioned, they've discontinued that. So I've been on the search for some Mexican cheeses. I did find mozzarella, chipotle pepper, and I have, this is pretty good, vegan P-Jack shreds. So they are my new replacements for Mayokos. And I had to search high and low to get some pepper jack cheese. There's a lot of vegan cheeses that it might be a blend, a Mexican blend, but there's no spices, no green chilies. And these, that's what I like about this. It has a little bit of chili in it. So I'm gonna just stir this around until it starts to firm up, and then I'll be right back to show you how we put them together. Okay, so this is looking good. You can see how the eggs and the spinach have all blended together. We have a little bit of pepper in here. We have that tablespoon of garlic powder. One thing I will mention is that these are great make-ahead breakfast. I usually make, when I make these, I make 4, just like I'm making right now. And I'm going to separate them into 4 equal parts here in my pan. I'm going to turn my stove off. I think I'll put a little bit over here. Okay, so I have it 4 separate things here. Let me set this back here and move this back there. So what I'm going to do, you know what, I will make a little disclaimer here. I did snitch a little piece of cheese before while that was cooking. I'm not going to use the mozzarella. Let's just leave it at that. I'm going to use I have used this already and I thought it was very good. So that's the cheese that I'm going to use today, not the other one. So I have my Tortilla Factory tortillas, and what I like to do is I cut 4 pieces of wax paper because I think that is a great way. It assists you when you are rolling your doos. So here is, I'm going to move this over. Put this over here. And I'm going to, I'll get this right. So I have my cheese. And I have my tortillas. And I'm going to put 1 tortilla on the plate. Now I'm going to grab a spoonful of the egg and spinach mix. And you can see it smells so good because all that garlic's in there. And I'm going to put just a little bit of cheese on, not a whole lot, just a bit. Now I have 1 piece of wax paper here, and I'm going to roll this up. And then I'm going to put it onto the wax paper and kind of roll it, kind of like an egg roll, kind of, and roll it up. I do this even if we're going to eat them like right now. I do this because it just kind of seals them. So again, I will do the next one. And as I mentioned, what I usually do, I'll make 4 of them and I will put them in the refrigerator wrapped up, and then the next day you can pull one out, put it in the microwave, 45 seconds, and it's as good as new. So, so wrapping them up does make it easy. Let me just finish wrapping the rest of these. Okay, so the last one is rolled up, and now I have 4 egg doobs that we will have for breakfast over the next couple of days. Again, they're just fast and easy to grab. I'm going to cut one in half because, as I mentioned, this process just kind of seals it. Put it on the plate, cut it in half. There we have it. Fabulous, full of goodness, just delicious. We have our egg doobies. I hope you'll try them. They are just a great treat for breakfast. And again, they can be made ahead of time, which is wonderful. So, thanks for joining me again today. Remember, it's never too late to go vegan. I hope you'll try these. They're delicious. Thank you. Have a good one.